EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Godden. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people, but I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers heading out. It's the fifth-year man, Jameis Winston, in charge. Big key for Jameis this year, just finding a way to avoid those turnovers. They've been his undoing during his tenure in Tampa. It's no secret. 14 interceptions again last year, plus 7 fumbles in just 9 games played. On 1st and 10, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down. On first down, Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
From midfield now on second down, Winston. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll make it third down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Many times as we open the game, we talk about guys who are drafted in the first round, but how about the undrafted players? In this case, safety Tashawn Gibson, who's made the most of his time in the NFL, becoming a starter in the league, and since 2012 has 20 interceptions, the most for undrafted players in that time frame.
Now Ellington. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat, watch the flat.
On the draw, Connor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Go. 18 gators.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On the ground. Ellington.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is Ellington. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short as it's fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Switzer. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Able to find Switzer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Ready. 18 Gators. 54. Bandit.
On first down, it's Rudolph. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And he slings one that's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rudolph looking to throw. Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Caught. It's Ellington. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Gabbert. He sets up the screen to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Gabbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles at Heinz Field in just a minute or two. It is the first Friday night of the NFL preseason. We had 11 games last night. Just one other game going on right now finds Minnesota at New Orleans down at the Superdome. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he's got Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10 is Counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Counter. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And he's got Moncrief. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Switzer on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Ellington. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. He finds his man Johnson. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Now.
A 1st down throw for Gabbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Leggett there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now it's Rudolph. Moncrief brings it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Rudolph off play action. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball of 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rudolph throwing again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And
You ready? Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
they'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was taken down by Mark Barron. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Gabbert. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
60 outlaw. Tight end left. 3 down. Hey,
Down, Gabbard. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Gabbard on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Gabbard here again. Looking sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Gabbard. He sets up the screen to Jones. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football. And Gay knocks this one through. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Right back to Connor here on first. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run with Connor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Connor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Here we go. Turn 2 stop.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.